Tonight, power outage leaves Viti Levu in the dark. Rambuka questions the needs for a secular state. And counterfeiting stretches police resources. Good evening, I'm Jackie Spate. A power blackout that lasted for hours caused major disruptions today. The disruption started at about midday, and when this bulletin was prepared some 2 hours ago, there were no explanations from the Fiji Electricity Authority. Savara Tambor reports.
Result of the Wailoa power station going offline, it caused much frustration for businesses all around the main island.
We do not know what to do with our employees, whether send them home or keep them around the business. And all these things are very detrimental to our business.
All that the FEA could offer was that there was no supply from Wailoa and engineers were working on it. In the meantime, diesel generators in Kinoya and Vunda kicked in, restoring supply to at least some areas. FBC News made several calls to FEA boss Hasmukh Patel during the power outage, but there was little information coming through.
Position to talk, all right? The process of restoring power supply throughout Viti Levu, once that is complete, I may be in a position to speak then. Please try and understand, eh?
Even the Water Authority was caught off guard. Soon after the power went off, they issued advisories for people to store water because their pumps weren't running. Power supply was intermittent in other areas, dropping off and coming back online after a few minutes. Sabera Tambua, FBC News.
Fiji's first coup-maker Sitiveni Rambuka totally disagrees with the controversial Songosongo Nduavatani Lewani Vanua's submission to the Constitution Commission. The SDL, among other things, wanted Fiji to be a Christian state and for only Itauke to be called Fijian. Epeli Tukuasa reports.
Rambuka says there is no reason why a Christian state should be written in our new constitution. Faith, he says, is for the individual to decide personally. He says the SDL submission is not acceptable and will not help in moving us forward.
They have refused to progress with time. In fact, the 1997 had moved 10 years ahead of 1987. And when I heard about the SDL submission, I believe we were still in 1987. We've come 25 years since 87.
Rambuka says declaring Fiji a Christian state was part of the sentiments of the Itauke movement during the 1987 coup. But the decision was turned down by the then Great Council of Chiefs.
The Council of Chiefs then was advised by the then Gasilevu, that it was okay not to write it in as such, as the SDL have suggested.
When asked what he thinks of SDL's political partner, the Fiji Labour Party's refusal to comment on the SDL submission, he says it is a political decision.
That was a political decision. It was not a profession of faith, or they didn't want to go with their own personal faith.
The former Prime Minister believed the way forward for Fiji is for all its people to decide themselves on their faith and beliefs. Epeli Tukuasa, FBC News.
Meanwhile, the SDL's supposed political partner, the Fiji Labour Party, has broken its silence on the SDL's constitutional submissions after 8 days. All that Mahendra Chaudhry said was, quote, "We will not make any comments as it does not have anything to do with us." Chaudhry would only add that the FLP is working on its own submissions to be presented to the Commission at a later date. And running down the source of counterfeit money has stretched police resources. Staff have been diverted to catch whoever is printing the fake bills, and that is compromising other police work. Vusita Kotoi Wasawasa has more.
Take a close look. To the average person, it's just a $10 note. But in fact, this is a fake, the result of high-tech counterfeiting.
We'll try and get to the bottom of it. And there are a few other notes that were discovered lately but we have been confirmed by the investigators that it is linked to those that were responsible and those who have been arrested last week.
There have been 43 fake notes discovered just this year in banks and shops. The main challenge for the force now is cutting the distribution chain.
It's a challenge for us. This is one of some of the emerging crimes that we have noted on the rise in the country. But I have stated that investigators are working hard on this. No technology is there. People are using the computers and other gadgets just to get it printed out. So this is an effort where we are seeking the support of the community at large.
Even right now, police believe fake bills are in circulation ranging from $5 to $50 notes.
So I've stated we will be going very hard in terms to those that are responsible. We would like to stop this. It is creating unnecessary to the people at large in terms of there are just few fake notes that are it's insignificant for us.
With hibiscus around the corner, Tundravu expects there could be more fake notes popping up. So the next time you receive money that you think might be dodgy, take a closer look. Vosita Kote Waswasa, FBC News.